Alright, we'll get started. So let's just find a comfortable seat on your mat, hands on the knees, or you can even have the legs extended if that feels better for you. And then we'll gently just draw our eyes closed and take a couple of moments to just allow ourselves to arrive here and now. Bring your awareness to your legs. Allow them to relax down towards the ground beneath you. Soften your seat and your hips towards the ground as well. Just allow the lower half of your body to relax and settle in towards the ground. Imagine growing from this base so every vertebra gets stacked one on top of another until you're sitting up nice and tall. And allow your shoulders to relax down your back body, maybe even give them a wiggle or a shake to just let out any tension. Let your arms hang heavy by your sides as the hands rest effortlessly on your knees or the thighs. And soften your chest, your rib cage, your belly. Just allow the front body to open up. And continue to lift up through the neck. Almost imagine as though there's a tiny thread keeping you lifted by the crown of your head. So the top half of the body is light and lifted, while the bottom half is grounded and heavy. Relax your forehead, soften the eyes. Allow the jaw to soften along with the cheeks. Maybe you even relax the lips or move the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. And soften your ears. Begin to feel every inhale and exhale. So bring your awareness to the nostrils. Can you feel the breath travel in and out through the nose? Just allow your mind to rest easy on that sensation for a couple of breaths. Gently lower your awareness to the chest, the heart center. On your inhales, can you feel the chest lift and expand? On the exhales, the chest lowers and relaxes. Again, take a couple big breaths, just breathing into this region and noticing what you feel. And gently lower the awareness once more, this time towards the belly or the rib cage. On the inhales, can you feel or take a big belly breath? And on the exhales, release from that same area. Just allowing the breath to fill the body and relax the mind. Just allowing yourself to be with the sensation of the breath and let everything else go. Now for your next couple of breaths, you can focus on any region we just went through, maybe multiple or maybe just one. But take a couple of breaths, really ground yourself in the feeling of the breath before we begin to flow. Notice what you feel, and just allow yourself to keep coming back to the feeling of the breath. Once you feel like you've arrived on your mat for your practice today, gently draw your eyes open and just find somewhere to look on the ground ahead of you. So take a moment to stay connected to the breath though the eyes are open. So vision is back in the picture, but we want to stay with our gaze internal. Feel the breath, maybe it's the chest or the belly. Let your mind just rest on it there. Beautiful job. Let's start with a nice, easy forward fold. So straighten those legs out ahead of you. Maybe give yourself a little wiggle. The knees got a little tense there. Now we're going to sit up nice and tall. And as we do so, press the knees down towards the mat and pull your toes back towards you. We're going for a gentle fold, so on an exhale, just begin to walk those hands forward. Pause at a point that feels good for you. Maybe shine the heart forward a little more and lower a little deeper, but just find what feels good in your body right now. Shake those shoulders out, let them relax. Keep pressing the knees down, pulling the toes back towards you, and breathe through the back body. So take some big breaths, sending your awareness towards the spine, the low back. Just allow yourself to be here now. Relax the eyes and the jaw. Let's take about one more big breath here. And on your next inhale, gently walk the hands back towards you until you're up in seated posture. And then from here, we're going to bring our legs in towards us to a nice easy seat. Now I'm going to cross my legs, but you don't have to. Just find the seat that works in your body. Maybe it's still with the legs extended. We're going to do some stretches with the neck and the shoulders right now. So find what feels good for you. We're going to start by inhaling the hands up overhead. And as we do so, we're going to bend the left elbow and then grab a hold of that elbow with the right hand. Relax the shoulders down, away from the neck and the ears, and pause here. So we're going to take a couple big breaths. Try to keep the chin parallel with the ground as much as you can, rather than really craning the neck forward. If you want to add a little bit of a side waist stretch as well, you'll just slightly tilt over toward the right hand side. 2 more big breaths. Breathe to where you feel the stretch. Doing great. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Inhale back up to center. If you tilted over, hands sweep up. We're just going to do the same thing on the other side. So exhale, bend that right arm, reach on over, grab that elbow, and again, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Try to pull the arms back so they're in the same plane as the shoulders. Low belly gently pulls in, and if you want to add that little hinge, feel free to do so, but just find what works for your shoulders. It can be an intense stretch. Breathe, relax the jaw. 2 more big breaths here. 1 more breath. On your inhale, come back up to center. If you tilted over, reach those hands up, palms touch. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Give yourself a little shake of those shoulders real quick. From here, we're going to move through a little eagle arm flow. So inhale, arms reach out in front of you. You have 2 options. Option A is just to stack the right arm over the left and grab your shoulders, giving yourself a hug. Option B is full eagle arms if that's in your practice. So same thing, left arm goes under the right. You'll stack the elbows and then bend the arms. You can press the hands in towards each other or wrap around for a body. Either way, whether you're hugging or in eagle arms, you'll lift the elbows up away from the ground and then press the hands away from your face. So relax those shoulders as much as possible rather than tensing them up. Breathe here. So this is an awesome stretch for the backs of the shoulder blades, the upper back. You're going to want, maybe you add a little rotation side to side. Soften the jaw as much as possible here to relax the shoulders. Let's take 1 more big breath. On your exhale, gently unwind, and then we're going to clasp our hands behind us. So interlace those fingers, clasp the hands, and on your inhale, lift the hands up away from the low back, and we're trying to spread the heart only. So we're opening the chest here. So roll the shoulder blades onto the back body. The hands lift up and pull away from you. Couple big breaths here. Breathe to the heart center. Open up the space between the collarbones. 1 more big breath. You're doing great. Awesome. On the exhale, gentle release. We're going to do the same flow, but opposite arm on top. So this time, left arm on top. Again, you can give yourself a big hug if you want to go a little deeper towards eagle arms. You'll lift those hands up, pressing the outsides of the hands together, or palms press in for the full bind. Again, elbows lift up, and then hands press away from the face. Couple big breaths here. Again, notice what you feel on this side now. Breathing deeply. Let's take 2 more big breaths. 1 more breath. On your exhale, unwind, and this time when we collapse, the opposite pinky is going to be on the bottom, so it's going to feel like an awkward bind since it's not our dominant side. So on your next inhale, lift those hands up, spread the heart open, and we'll breathe to the chest, opening up the space around the heart. Take a couple big breaths here, feel the chest rise and fall with the inhale and exhale. Keep the mind on the breath and what you feel in the body right now. One more full round of breath. On your exhale, gently release. Give yourself another shake if you need one. Doing lots of work in those shoulders. We're going to move on to the neck next. So, to start, we're going to do seated cat-cow. When your next inhale arises, reach those hands up overhead, and we're going to interlace the fingers. So, clasp the hands, and then on the exhale, hands come behind the head. Inhale, lift the chin, elbows spread wide. On your exhale, begin to round, look towards the belly button, elbows come in towards touching, stretch the back of the neck. Inhale to open up, spread the chest open wide. You can follow your own breath. Exhale, round down, look towards the belly button. Let's do two more. Inhale, open up. Find that nice relief. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale to open. And then exhale, look on down. Beautiful. Inhale, come on back up. And then exhale, release the hands down. Coming into the side stretch with the neck. So inhale, sit up super duper tall. Relax the shoulders down the back body. And then exhale, drop that right ear on over to the right shoulder. So you can pause here if this is enough for the side of your neck right now. If you want to go a little bit deeper, the next option is to place that right hand on the side of the head. Now we're trying not to yank and pull, we're just using the hand as a weight just to exaggerate the stretch of it. If you want to go even further, you'll gently lift the left hand out towards the side. So find where this works for you. You can do different variations. Maybe you tilt the chin down or lift it up more, but just explore the neck right now. Try to keep the shoulders over the hips. We're still sitting up nice and tall. And breathe. Relax that jaw as much as possible. Take two more full breaths. Beautiful job. On your next inhale, make your way back up towards center. Hands come back to the knees. Exhale once you get there. Same thing other side. So inhale, find a nice tall seat. Head lifts up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, tip it on over. Left ear towards left shoulder. Pause. And again, now you find the variation that works for you. Be gentle with yourself. Maybe you place the hand on the side of the head. Maybe you extend the arm out towards the side. You can also play around with lowering the chin or lifting it. But again, find where this works in your body. And only go to where you can breathe those deep breaths. Stay with your mind on the body. Relax the jaw. Breathe to where you feel. Two more big breaths. One more big breath. Good job. Inhale, come back up to center. Release the head. Exhale once you get there. And take a couple moments if you need to kind of move your head around in little circles. Just kind of find what feels good, release any excess energy. Maybe you lift the chin, lower it, just explore what feels good right now before we proceed. Give yourself some shoulder rolls. Once you're ready, we're going to make our way to child's pose. So find your way to hands and knees, tabletop position. And then once you get there, big toes touch, knees spread wide, sink those hips on back to the heels, and allow your head to drape down. Take a couple big breaths here. Really relax those shoulders down, away from the ears. Maybe you can sway the hips side to side. Feel the breath come in and out through the back body. Take some big breaths. If you've lost the connection to your breath, just allow yourself to reconnect here. Take a moment for you. On your next inhale, gently make your way up. Hands and knees, tabletop position. I'm going to go through some cat-cows here, but before we do, make sure those wrists are directly under the shoulders. Knees are hips distance apart. When your next inhale arises, drop the belly down. Lift the heart as you look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round, look towards the knees, the thighs, to the belly button. Inhale, look up, draw the belly towards the ground. Exhale, round and lift up those shoulder blades. Couple more rounds. Inhale, belly drops down as you look up. Exhale, rounding. Take the next couple of rounds on your own. Just follow your own breath. Maybe you add some kind of twist side to side or get the hips back and forward. Just explore your back body and your own spine. Find what feels good. We'll meet back up in a couple of rounds of breath. But take your time. Stay with your focus on what you feel in your body right now. Whenever you feel like you've gotten your nice release from cat-cows, make your way back to child's pose. So just gently sink it on down and lower yourself down. Again, take your time. You can continue to flow if you need to. Take some big breaths once you're in child's pose. Again, imagine the breath just traveling down the spine on the inhales and from the exhales, releasing from the back body. From here, we're going to do some gentle neck stretches in child's pose. So to start, you're just going to lift your head up off the ground if that's where it is. You're going to turn to place the right ear down on the mat. Now, if placing it all the way down on the mat is too much, you can definitely just stack the palms and place your head on that, or if you have a block or something, you can place your head on the block as well. So whatever works for you, find the variation. Just allow yourself to melt down. Again, continue to pull the shoulders just gently away from the ears. Let's take about 2 more big breaths here. Just let the head melt towards the ground. 1 more big breath. Beautiful. Same thing other side. So when you're ready, follow an inhale to lift the head, and an exhale, place the left ear now down on the mat. And again, breathe into what you feel. Take some big breaths. Allow your awareness to stay here and now on the breath and the body. When your next inhale arises, gently lift your head back up. And we have a couple options for this next one. Option A is the deepest one, which is we're going to stretch the front of the neck by lifting the chin and just placing the chin down on the mat. Now, if that's too deep, that's okay. Option B is that you can place the elbows on the mat, almost make a shelf with your hands, and just kind of place your chin on the hands and allow the shoulders to melt down the back body. Elbows can be slightly out in front of the shoulders as well, just allowing the chin to rest as everything kind of melts down. So find what works for you here, just kind of elongating the front of the neck. Breathe deeply. 2 more big breaths. Awesome job. We're stretching the back of the neck next, so we're going to do a modified version of rabbit pose. So to start, we're going to place the top of the head down on the mat. So you're just going to kind of tuck the chin in towards the chest and place the top of the head down. It honestly doesn't have to touch the mat. It can just hover around the mat. So just let the top of the head hang down. And then clasp your hands. So elbows are on the mat, forearms on the mat. Clasp your hands. And then the hands are going to come to the back of the head. Then you'll press the head in towards the hands as the hands kind of hug the head or the chin in towards the chest. So you're going to get a nice release along the back of the neck while you do this. As you do so as well, pull the shoulders down the back body. So experiment, you might have to shift the elbows around or find how this works for you. Should eventually feel a nice stretch along the back of the neck. Take a couple big breaths once you find the posture that works for you. And when you're ready, gently come on out. Child's pose one more time. Take some big breaths here. Maybe even this time inhaling through the nose and just exhaling it all out through the mouth. The neck and upper back can hold lots of tension. So just take some big breaths, some cleansing breaths. Just get any stagnant energy out. When your next inhale rises, make your way up, hands and knees, tabletop position. You're going to go to thread the needle next. So again, wrists under shoulders, knees hips distance. Next inhale, right hand sweeps up towards the sky. Exhale, hand comes down, brushes across as you set the shoulder down, side of the head comes down as well. Press the left hand into the mat, elbows stay stacked over wrists. Low belly pulls in towards the spine, shoulders pull away from the mat. And actively press the outside of that straight right arm down into the mat as well. Bring your awareness to your knees if one knee feels significantly lighter than the other. Just kind of even out that weight distribution to square out the hips towards the front of the room. One more big breath here. On your next inhale, lift that right hand all the way back up, stretch tall, open the heart. And then exhale, hand comes down. Same stretch other side. Inhale, sweep the left hand up. Exhale, down and across, eventually setting the shoulder and side of the head down. Again, right wrist is under the right elbow. Press through the hand in the back of that left arm. Low belly pulls in. Shoulders pull down away from the ears. And then hips stay stacked over the knees. Again, feel if the knee feels lighter, and then just even out the weight. 2 more big breaths. 1 more. Beautiful job. Inhale, bring it on back up. Stretch tall, open the heart center. Exhale, hand comes down. We're going to lay down on our bellies now. So scooch those knees back behind you and gently lower yourself down to the mat. Uncurl your toes and just take a moment, stack your palms, rest either side of the cheek down or the chin down on your mat or on your palms. Take some big breaths here. Breathe again through the front and back body this time. Just allowing yourself to feel every inhale and exhale. When your next inhale arises, bring the hands under the shoulders. We're going to do a little bit of back work and heart opening still. So let's start with some low cobras. When your next inhale arises, gently peel the heart up and try your best to not press through the hands, but keep them light. We're lifting through the low back here. Exhale, lower down. Let's do 2 more like that. So inhale, lift the heart up, elbows squeeze by your sides. Exhale, lower. Once more, inhale, peel on up. Exhale, lower. Now we're going to lift and hold. So on your next inhale, lift on up, elbows squeeze, press the tops of the toes in towards the mat. 2 more big breaths, you got it. 1 more breath. On your exhale, slowly lower back down. Again, you can stack the hands if you'd like to, and rest your chin or cheek down on the hands. Maybe you wiggle the hips just gently side to side, giving yourself a little low back release. We're going to move a little bit deeper into the chest and into the shoulders a little bit more. If you want to stick with the version we just did, by all means, feel free to do so and find body. If you'd like to move forward, we're going to clasp the hands behind us just like we did in the seated posture in the beginning of our flow. You can set the chin on the mat. Now on your next inhale, lift the hands up off the low back and open the heart towards the front of your room. Exhale, lower yourself back down. Let's do 2 more like that. So inhale, lift up, pull the hands back behind you. Exhale, lower. Beautiful, follow your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now we're going to hold this one. So on your next inhale, lift on up, pause. Let's hold for 3 big breaths. Keep pressing the toes in towards the mat. 1 more big breath, you got it. Exhale, lower. Again, you can set a cheek down, just let the hands release. If you want to stack the palms, feel free to do so. Maybe you wiggle those hips side to side. We're just going to do 1 more posture like that, and then we'll be all done. So this time, same exact thing. Clasp the hands under by the low back, this time opposite pinky on the bottom. And we're going to lift up, and we're just simply going to hold for 5 big breaths. So when your inhale rises, lift the heart, shine towards the front of your room. Hands lift up off the low back. 3 more breaths, you got it. Press the pelvis down towards the mat. 1 more big breath. And on your exhale, slowly lower it back down and rest for a couple big breaths. If you'd like to, again, you can wiggle the hips side to side. If you want a little more of a release, bend the knees and just allow the feet to drop side to side, kind of windshield wipering the legs. Take some big breaths, sending the breath all the way to the low back. Notice how you feel, how your body feels right now. If your legs are windshield wipering side to side, gently find your way back to placing them on the mat. Let's open up those shoulders just a little bit more before we end today. So on your next inhale, lift the head up, bring those hands back under your shoulders. Now, I'm going to try to walk us through this so we can get into the proper posture, but essentially we're going to crisscross the arms. Let's start by placing the outside of that right arm down on the mat, the palms facing up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to crisscross by placing the outside of the left arm down as well, right on top of that. So I'm going to sit up and show you what it looks like, but you're going to have this right under your chest, this shape, just like a crisscross in front of you, all right? So we're crisscrossing, and then from there, so elbows are right in front of the chest. You can go as deep as you'd like. You're just going to kind of begin to fall heavy. So allow the head to just break down. Allow your body to just kind of start to rest on the arms. If it feels really uncomfortable, play around with either bringing the arms more towards the head or more towards the lower body. So there will be a sweet spot. Find what works for you. Should eventually feel some sort of opening along the shoulder blades. We'll just be here for a couple more breaths, so breathe deeply. 1 more big breath. Now we're going to move to a fun transition from here. So we're going to make our way to a reclined spinal twist. Let's go step by step. Start by taking your right hand and begin to unthread it. Keep your left arm exactly where it is and begin to roll your left shoulder down to the mat. Open up. Let's scooch over so you can see me. And then right knee comes towards the mat as you open that right arm out to the side. So we're coming into the spinal twist here. Both shoulder blades will be flat on the ground. Again, right knee is coming across the body, left leg is straight. Maybe you send the gaze over that right hand. Breathe deeply into this twist. Let's take 2 more big breaths here. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then we're going to make our way back to our belly. So bring that right hand up and over, and we're going to lay back down. So make your way back down to the mat. Let's do that same flow on the other side. So this time we're going to have the left elbow on top of that right arm. So we're crisscrossing opposite. So right arm's going to be a little closer. Left arm's going to be, did we just do that? Whichever's the opposite way that we just did. And then allow your body to drape on down to the mat. So find what feels good for you. Yeah, so we have the left arm closer to us, right arm on top. Breathe deeply, allow the head to drape on down. Send your breath to the shoulder blades. One more big breath here. Okay, now we're going to find our twist on the other side. So unwind, open on up. So left arm's coming out, right arm stays flat on the ground where it's at. Left knee comes up, left arm extends out towards the side. Make your way into the twist. So right leg is straight, arms are open out to the side. Twist deeply. Again, right knee's coming across the body. It's okay if it's not on the ground completely. And we'll take a couple big breaths here. If you want to look over that left arm, feel free to do so. Breathe to the left side body here. 2 more big breaths. 1 more breath. When you're ready, make your way back towards laying on the belly. So left hand lifts up, comes around, lay on the belly, and then just take a couple breaths with the head on the mat. We did it. We got into the flow. Couple more big breaths here. Just allow yourself to rest down. Bring your awareness towards the neck, to the shoulders. Just notice how they're feeling so far throughout class. Again, we're heavily focusing on upper back and neck here, so just observe that region. Does anything change? What do you notice? When you're ready, we're going to roll over onto our back. 2 more stretches and then Shavasana. So flip yourself on over, lay on down. And then we'll extend the legs out in front of you. So long stretch on your next inhale. Reach those hands up overhead. Clasp the left wrist with the right hand. And then on your exhale, make a little half moon or banana shape with your body. So shoulders come over toward the right hand side. Pull that left foot towards the front of your mat. And relax off in the shoulders. Should get a nice side waist stretch, possibly in that left shoulder blade as well. 1 more big breath. Inhale, come back to center, switch your grip, and then exhale on over to the other side. So making that half moon banana shape with your body. Just kind of inching the arms on over toward the left side. Pull that right foot towards the front of the room. Give you a nice side body stretch. 1 more big breath here. Inhale back to center. And then we're going to cradle our head in our hands. So interlace your fingers, lift the head up, and then place your hands under the back of your head. If you'd like here, you can keep the legs extended or bend the knees, whichever feels more comfortable for you. If you're putting the feet flat on the ground, you decide. But we're just going to go into a nice, gentle back of the neck stretch. So on your next exhale, begin to curl the chin in towards the chest and really try to lift the head with the hands rather than the strength of the neck. And then just begin to maybe make semicircles with the chin on the chest, rotating the head side to side. So you should be able to feel some sort of nice relief or stretch in the back of the neck. You can play around with how much or how little you're curling the chin in towards the chest. Maybe you pause in the spot that just feels super good. Stay with some deep breaths here. And when you're ready to come on out of this, just gently place your head back towards the mat. We'll eventually meet up in corpse pose, Shavasana, with the limbs all extended out and resting on our mats. So take your time. If there's any last stretches you'd like to take before Shavasana, feel free to do so. But once you get to Shavasana, gently close your eyes. We'll take a couple moments to rest here. Begin to soften the crown of your head. Relax your forehead, the eyebrows, the eyes. Soften your temples and your cheekbones. Relax your jaw. Soften your lips and your teeth. Gently float the tongue down away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your ears and the back of your head, along with the scalp. Relax the back of your neck, the sides, the front. And soften your throat. Allow the shoulder blades to melt towards the ground beneath you. Truly just let them go. Allow a wave of relaxation to ripple down the arms and out the fingertips, softening as it passes. Relax your chest, the rib cage, the belly. Allow the back body to soften and get heavy towards the ground beneath you. Just let the body sink down. Relax the hips, the pelvic area, the glutes. Soften the upper legs and the knees. Relax the lower legs and the ankles. And allow the feet to soften as they splay outwards. Every toe gets a little bit lighter. Notice if you're holding anywhere else in your body. Soften, relax, and let go. Allow your body to get heavy. Almost imagine as though you have a heavy blanket just kind of weighing you down. And allow this inner state of relaxation and ease to translate to your mind. Softening the mind, letting it melt and fade away. For the next couple of moments, allow yourself to just be in this space. Take these moments for yourself to just feel into the goodness of resting after your practice. And we'll meet up in a couple moments. Gently begin to invite the awareness back in towards your body. Start by wiggling the fingers, the toes, and maybe the wrists and ankles as the breath deepens. Once you feel ready to move your body, gently roll over to either side and just pause and rest in a nice fetal position. Take your time. And again, at your own pace, eventually make your way up towards seated. We'll meet in a nice, gentle seat with the eyes closed and palms touching at heart center. Again, take all the time you need to transition. Once you make your way to seated, take a couple of moments to consciously observe how you feel right now. Notice how your mind, your headspace feels. Maybe even come up with a word to describe the state. Bring your awareness to your body and notice how it feels. Maybe focusing in on the neck and the shoulders, just observing how they feel after practice. Connect with your emotional well-being. What emotion do you feel right now? Just notice and observe. Gently give yourself a smile. Really thank yourself. Express gratitude for showing up here today and dedicating this time to your health, your life, your body, your practice. Thank you very much for